In case we haven't met yet, I'm Ilija Belistojanoski, an opera singer and vocal coach. I've worked with singers who were terrified of high notes, and after we changed just a few things in their approach, their voices opened up in ways they didn't even think were possible. And that's the big idea of this video. The secret to your high notes is not just in the high note itself. It lives in your middle voice and in how you approach the note before you sing it. So here is our plan for today. I will show you the 3 biggest hidden factors that make or break your high notes. Then we will do 3 targeted exercises so you can feel the difference in your own voice, and in the end I will show you simple practice formula you can follow this week to lock this in. If you've ever felt like your high notes are just not meant for you, stay with me. This is exactly for you. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You can hit some high notes, but they feel like walking on a tightrope. You never know if the note will crack, shout, or just disappear. And after singing high for a while, your throat feels tired, scratchy, or even painful. I've had students come to me saying, "Ilija, I guess my voice isn't made for high notes, blah blah blah." And then we fix some things, how they use their middle voice, how they move through their passaggio, how much air they use, and how much they open their throat, and suddenly those notes feel almost boringly easy. So if you've been blaming your bad voice or your vocal range, I want you to stay open-minded today. Your high notes might not be broken. It might just be your approach. Actually, before we dive in, tell me in the comments what is one song or one high note that always scares you. Type the name of the song. It doesn't matter what your style is. I'm an opera singer, but the basics are same for all singers. I will solve your problem as soon as you leave a comment below. Secret number 1. Your high notes are only as good as your middle voice. If your middle voice is heavy, too wide, or unfocused, your high notes will magnify those problems. High notes don't fix anything. They expose everything. So what does a focused middle voice feel like? The sound comes easily without forcing, the airflow feels smooth, your throat feels open, not tight, and you sing with more concentration without spilling air. Let me show you the difference. I will sing an arpeggio in the middle register twice. First, heavy and wide, then the correct way, narrow and focused with an open throat. Wrong way. Correct way. Hear that? In the second one, the sound is still clear and present. I'm not pushing the note. That's the feeling we want in your middle register before you even think about going higher. And here is the cool part. When your middle voice is focused, your high notes start to feel like a natural extension instead of jump off a cliff. We will test that later in our exercises. Secret number 2. As you sing higher, your vocal folds must stretch and thin. They're not meant to stay thick and heavy all the way up. It's like trying to jump while holding a heavy box. You can still jump, but it's much harder because you're lifting extra weight. Most singers respond to a high note by doing 3 things wrong. They push more air, they push more volume, and their larynx goes up. And that's exactly when the voice starts to squeeze, press, and eventually crack. Let me exaggerate the wrong way first. That feels terrible. It sounds like shouting up a staircase. Now the right way. One of the best ways to experience this change going from middle register to higher register is with a siren. We are going to do it together in a moment with your left hand on the front of the neck so you can feel how your larynx behaves. But first, there is one more piece we need to talk about. Your passaggio, the bridge between your middle and your high notes. That's the part you shouldn't ignore. Secret number 3. Your passaggio is the gateway to your high notes. This is the area where things want to flip, crack, or break. For most singers, it's different. For tenors, B flat 3, C4, lower passaggio, E flat 4, F4, upper passaggio. For baritones, the break tends to sit a bit lower. Around B flat 3, C4 is usually their upper passaggio. They don't flip as high as tenors. For sopranos, the break happens much higher. A flat 4, B flat 4, E flat 5, F5. It's different for every voice, but the rules are very similar. Here are your 2 golden rules to the passaggio. First, keep your mouth shape vertical and narrow. Second, keep your vowels focused, not overly open. Let me show you. First, the wrong way through the bridge with wide mouth and spread vowel. Oh! Now, narrow version. Oh! The second one sounds more placed, more controlled and rounded. When you combine that narrow approach with the idea of your vocal folds stretching and thinning, the passaggio stops being a danger zone and becomes the doorway to your easy high notes. Alright, now you've got the 3 big secrets. Focus in your middle voice, stretch and thin, not push and shout, narrow mouth and vowels through the passaggio. Now, let's plug them into your body with 3 exercises. Exercise number 1. Place your left hand on the front of the neck. This will help you stabilize your larynx as you go to the higher register. Rest your fingers lightly, don't squeeze. Now, gently slide from low to high on A vowel octaves. I will go first, then you join me. Notice I'm not getting louder as I go higher. My neck isn't tense. It doesn't go up and down under my hand. Now it's your turn. we are not pushing the sound up. We are letting the folds stretch and thin while the body stays anchored. Exercise number 2 is a simple 5-tone ascending and descending scale. This helps your middle voice become more focused with the feeling of a lighter, stretched setup. We will use the me exercise to make your middle voice sharper and more narrow. This exercise can help you free your throat, let the sound flow more easily, and maintain a vertical mouth shape through the passaggio. I will demonstrate first on me. Mi, 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 As you can see, I stayed narrow in the vowel and I didn't chase the note without extra volume. Now let's do it together. Mi, 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 mi. Exercise number 3 is a 9-tone scale, and this is where you really train your passaggio. If the 5-tone scale feels okay for you, you are ready for this step. This one will usually take you from one register into the next. I will sing it first on ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Now watch carefully. This exercise helps release your tension in the jaw muscles and improves the flexibility of your voice. The sound stays focused as if it's moving forward rather than spreading sideways. Let's try it together slowly. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. And again, if you notice crack or flip, don't panic. That's your voice telling you where your passaggio lives. That's exactly the area we want to train. If that felt too high, take it down. The goal is control and ease, not to show off your strong vocal abilities. Let me tell you a quick story. A lot of times when students come into lessons, they are torturing themselves trying to push their high notes out. We don't even touch the high notes directly. We work on freeing the middle voice, finding the light, stretching feeling in the siren, getting narrower and focused through the passaggio. And without forcing anything, those high notes start to line up. They look at me like I've just done magic. But it's not magic. It's the power of your vocal technique. Your secret to high notes isn't hiding in some mysterious high register. That's in how you treat your middle to upper middle voice and how you walk through that bridge. If you stay consistent, you will feel a real change in how your high notes respond, often much faster than you expect. If you want me to make a follow-up video where I apply these concepts to a specific opera aria, feel free to let me know in the comments. For everyone else, I can help you improve your vocal technique regardless of your music style. Just you have to book your first free trial lesson and you're set. And if you want more step-by-step guidance, don't forget to subscribe. I have a whole series coming on high notes, mixed notes, on vocal health, so you can sing for years without burning out your voice. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep your middle voice free, your passaggio narrow, and your high notes will follow. Keep a song in your heart, keep your high notes free. See you.